Is this a passion project or a legitimate phone? The Xeta One was brought to my attention in the minimal phone comments recently. I had never heard of this device. Soon as I saw it, I had to take a double take. Was I looking at the BlackBerry Classic or Q20? I mean, I've just recently reviewed this phone, so I was looking at it and saying, this looks exactly the same. Maybe there's some small cosmetic changes, but overall, this looks just like the BlackBerry Classic. This phone is called the Xeta One. The Xeta One Phone Company is proposing a crowdfunding project to create a QWERTY Android device. This is kind of the dream for a lot of people, a BlackBerry device that runs a modern Android as well as modern specs. But unfortunately, this crowdfunding project is only region locked to Korea for now. The website says it's looking to open up internationally. But once I fell down this rabbit hole, I noticed there was a lot of media surrounding this particular project and a lot of it calling it a scam. Now, Android Authority themselves had said this is an interesting project, but it seems more like somebody tinkering with a BlackBerry and not really making a mass production device. And this is true. If you go to the Xeta One site itself, it says this device is not designed for mass production. In fact, it's still in the design phases and doesn't look to create the device, at least earliest till next year. So if this device is not going to be mass produced and is only region locked to Korea for now, is it still an interesting project worth backing? I don't know. I wanted to take a look myself. So first, when you go to the Xeta One website, there's a trailer video introducing the device. The trailer video itself is an astronaut, blah, blah, blah. But there is a spec sheet, and I found this part most interesting. So on the spec sheet itself, it's proposing a Qualcomm Snapdragon 5G processor. The screen is 3.9 OLED display. This is a bit larger than the BlackBerry Classic. The BlackBerry Classic is a 3.5-inch display, and it's LCD. So if this device has an OLED screen, that would be a big change, and a little bit larger as well. It's also proposing to be connected to a 5G network, as well as have Android 13. And lastly, it's boasting a QWERTY keyboard. This is the exact keyboard found on the BlackBerry Classic or Q20. The only thing I can see different about this keyboard is that the company logo appears in the control deck rather than the BlackBerry logo. Scrolling down further on the Xeta One website, I can see that there are additional videos. There's a keyboard test. And when I watched this 53-second video, I didn't see anything spectacular besides showing that it's a BlackBerry keyboard. If I were to show you a video testing my Q20, it would look quite similar. Also, if you go below, you'll see a YouTube demonstration, but it's worth noting that YouTube also works on BlackBerry 10 devices. I watch YouTube videos all the time on my Q10, for example. So this is nothing revolutionary. We haven't seen the Android 13 being displayed or any of the other elements that they're proposing in the spec sheet. Now I went a little bit further to see the actual backing page. So if I select buy thing, which I find is a great term for buying things, you are brought to the crowdsourced page itself. So here you'll be able to see the price proposed to fund this project. I converted the 1,200,000 won to euros, which equates to about 807 euros or about 871 US dollars. So this is an expensive crowdfunding project. This is for people who probably just have money to throw away to see if somebody can create them an Android device that is a BlackBerry essentially, which there are Android BlackBerries out there. I mean, the Key 1, the Key 2, the Priv, anything that's already existing, you can have Android. Yes, it might not be the newest Android, but it does exist. So again, this is not going to be a mass-produced item, and it is region locked to Korea for now. It does say on the website that they're looking to open it up internationally. I don't know if they are or not. And again, most media is saying don't back this project. It seems like a scam. But it's an interesting device to look at, and I think it's somebody who probably has a passion project for BlackBerries and wanting to use BlackBerries today, which, I mean, who doesn't? This is a great project. And if you look out there online, there are a lot of people making Frankenstein-esque BlackBerry devices that work with modern operating systems. I mean, even if you look at the Clicks project, you can use a BlackBerry keyboard with an iPhone. I mean, there are workarounds nowadays, but backing a project that costs this much money is super risky and I wouldn't advise it. But we'll see if it comes out. I mean, anybody in Korea that is looking at this device, let us know. If you know of any other QWERTY crowdfunding projects, please leave a line below. I'm interested in looking at them. I love QWERTY devices. As somebody who's visually impaired, I really find it beneficial to feel the physical keys. And if it looks like a BlackBerry device, I'm definitely down. Thank you so much for watching and see you soon.